Although I think Ripper maybe got a buff recently. Ooh, and I have him now. Oh, no. No. What's happening, guys? We have a very extremely rare video from me, possibly unique ever. One time only. We are going to go a bit mad. We're going to buy all of the shard packs that they have on offer here, and we're going to have a little bit of fun pulling shards. We have the summon rush on for my most wanted champion. I've been hunting this guy for I don't know how long, guys. I don't know how many shards I've pulled from. Otarian, Wallmaster Otarian. He is the bee's knees for Hydra, for ice, anything with AoE, max HP damage. This guy is your man. Decrease attack, block buffs, AoE on all skills, self buffs with increase attack and increase accuracy and increase speed, and has a passive that makes him incredibly tanky as well, and he's an attack champion. Boosts his max HP by 20%. 20% for each enemy killed or Hydra head decapitated by him. And that keeps on stacking up to 50,000 extra HP. Insane, guys. I want them, don't have them. We're going to go for Geomancer because he's one of the old OGs as well. Plus, because we're going to be pulling Void Shards, we have Onryo Ieyasu. I keep on calling him Ieyasu, but it's actually an I. This guy basically is a champion that nukes and has inbuilt hex on him. So every time he's a single target nuker, one enemy 2 times, one enemy 2 times, one enemy 2 times. They call him Mr. 2-time, Mr. Worldwide Bull. Whenever this champion attacks, all enemies except the initial target receive damage equal to 25% of the damage dealt to the initial target. So that's the inbuilt hex. The extra damage cannot be critical and will not trigger counterattacks. 2 of my most wanted champions, guys. Oh, by the way, just one more little thing. Ignores 50% of target's defense and stone skin, shield and strengthen buffs. And on the A2, destroys max HP. Doesn't work against bosses though, which is a shame, because I would use him against Scarab. And if the target is killed by the skill, places a block revive debuff as well. He's insane, guys. So 2 of my most wanted. That is the only reason we're having a bit of a break from the norm. Don't do this at home. I'll be right back with the shards fully loaded, and we're gonna pull until we hit gold, because we also want to do this summon rush and get all of these lovely teacup points so that I can trick out my Mad Hatter as well. So catch you on the flip side, guys. Now, to save you having to wail out, we have a promotional code below. You can get a free legendary Karato Fox Hunter, the Ninja Order. This Shadowkin, he is a Spirit Affinity nuker, a champion I still don't have, guys, and I would love to have him, especially because of his partner abilities with Yumeko. He would be excellent on my account. I'd love it. He is a Spirit Affinity Shadowkin nuker, attacks all enemies, has block active skills, single target with a stun, and single target triple hitter with a weaken as well. Where wouldn't you use him? Clan Boss, Arena, Fire Knight, Waves for the stun, for control, and then block active skills, more control, Doom Tower, wherever you like, and then an amazing passive that means his damage cannot be decreased by enemy passive skills or masteries. Incredibly good champion and very kind of underrated as well. But there's more. Not only do you get Karato, you also get 4 epics as well. One of my most favorite that I'm using at the moment on the free-to-play account, and is a hard carry for me, guys, is Tagoar. Is that how you say his name? I don't know, but I'm pronouncing it like Jaguar with a T. So that's what we're doing. He gives you increased defense with his A1. He gives you increased speed and a big heal with his A2 and attacks. And then with his A3, revives all dead allies with 30% HP, gives them a shield, and sets everybody back to rights. But there's more. His passive then, if everybody somebody is low, or if anybody is low with HP, he makes sure they stay alive by providing damage reduction up to 10% as well. But not only him, we also have Mausoleum Mage, we have Uugo, and we have Rector Drath. Guys, use the link, it's down below. Now, onwards and back to the shard pull. The deed has been done, guys, and I'm kind of like a kid at Christmas. We have a whole load of shards to pull here. We have our champions in place. We know who we want. There is extra chances for legendary and epics on primals. If we get a mythical, I won't be upset. And we have everything going on here. So progressive chance all over the place. We have loads of space in the bank, and we'll pull till we get gold, guys. We're pulling till we get Autorion, and we're pulling to fill out the summon rush. Let's go with the primals first, because there is the 2x on them. So we'll do a 10x on primals. Start off with a 10 bomb, a good one. Oh, and actually I have seen signs as well, and I'll show you now what I mean. What's going on? Some good champions there. Master Butcher is an excellent rare, by the way. He is a mini Vogot, and he also revives when he dies if you ascend him properly. Not revives himself, revives somebody else, so he's great for things like Bommel and just for survivability everywhere. Kale, my starter champion on the free-to-play. Loving him at the moment. Not a fan of Ripper. Although I think Ripper maybe got a buff recently. Ooh. Herndig is new. Herndig is new, guys. So we will take that to the bank. Quite happy with that one. Darkfey wasn't an issue at them, to be honest, but she is definitely going to be annihilated now. Herndig is excellent for this. He is an attack-based nuker, okay? Attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and decreases the cooldown of the stasis strike skill by 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy, okay? So an extra turn mechanic on his A1 is mental. Nuts, guys, okay? Stasis strike is mentioned here, so let's look at that. That's this. 6 turn when not booked, 4 turn when booked, and can be the cooldown is decreased with A1 as well, so you can cycle back around to it quite easily. Attacks one enemy. We'll look at the Ascended. Attacks one enemy, fully depletes the target's turn meter. I'd love this on my free-to-play account now. Will also attack all enemies if the first attack is critical. You're building him with 100% crit rate. There's no reason why it won't be critical. This AoE attack has a 75% chance of placing Weaken for 2 turns. Will also place HP burn debuff for 2 turns after the attack on the enemies whose turn meters are below 30%. Incredibly good move. Really underrated champion. He can do work, guys. Attacks all enemies. 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense and decrease accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Guys, decrease accuracy is severely underrated. If you can go into Hydra with that, your mischief tanks and the mischief heads stealing your buffs and all that kind of thing just becomes way less of a problem. Decrease accuracy is a really good debuff. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% every time they are hit. Occurs once per hit. Also fills the turn meter by 20% whenever an ally dies. So with all of this together, you begin to see why exactly he is so good for Dark Phase. Stealing turn meter, decreasing defense and accuracy, AoE nukes, and extra turn mechanics to get him back around to those skills. He can just pop off and wipe out the enemy team one after the other. Okay, so we have 2 primals left. Let's do them, guys. Let's do it. I did say we'd pull on each till we hit gold, but we've 2 left. Just treat ourselves. We're already treating ourselves a little bit. Okay, nice. Deacon Armstrong, Leech, decreased defense, speed booster with an extra turn as well. Well, turn meter booster, not speed booster. And an aura in all battles for speed by 19%. Deacon is huge for clan boss, for arena, for pretty much anywhere you can use them, think to use them. Let's see, what'll we go with next? Let's try the Void Shards. Can we get an Onryo? Or most voids now, to be honest, I'd be okay with most voids, I have to say. Most is actually maybe a bit strong. Slow rolling. Is that all rares? It is. Okay. Hopefully that's the rare attacks out of the way, guys. And we get something a bit better now on this one. Not so far. This isn't looking good, guys. Double Harrier. Ash would be livid. And a Cold Heart. An epic or a rare legendary Cold Heart. I know anybody that has pulled Cold Heart in the free-to-play is having a hell of a time right now, especially with that big nuke on the A3 enemy max HP hit that absolutely nukes. It's such a cannon. And guys, not only that, also depletes turn meter by 100% as well. You can't ask for more than that on a rare champion. It's insane. Lightsworn is not a champion I've ever built, and I think that's maybe the second copy of him I've ever gotten in 3 or 4 years, however long I'm playing. But I know he is a good champion early on. Unfortunately, no Onryo Ieyasu for me. That is a shame. Shame. I can't ever say the word shame now without thinking of Game of Thrones. We'll save the sacred shards for last, guys. We can go fast on these ones. All rares. Wow. We hit that Herndig. Herndig might be the height of our winning. We have a Galcut, an Oathbound, Apothecary, guys. I never really appreciated Apothecary enough. When I started the game, I heard everybody talking about him and how good he was and all that kind of thing. And I was like, what's the big deal? And I have him now. Oh, no. No. Okay, maybe it's not too bad. Guys. Not who I was looking for. Otorion is evading me again, but we still have our sacreds. Guys. So not to worry too much. Let's see. Is Nogdar a good? Oh, he's only the second. Okay, but look, it's 10% extra attack for the orcs. Not the worst in the world. That will do nicely. The other one has a blessing and all the rest of it. So it's not the worst. It's not the worst, guys. Let's just check here. Who do I have that wants extra attack? Growhack can do an extra attack. He has a big blessing. Varl will take it nicely. King Garug needs way more. He needs another buff. He has been buffed. Danag. So there's options there. And Nogdar himself. So look, not the worst, guys, but not what we were hoping for. Let's get into the sacreds. And just to remind you again, guys, that link is down there. Don't forget to use it so as you can avoid all of this and just start out with an extra legendary in the form of Karato Fox Hunter. Geomancer is the OG, potentially best epic in the game. I'm trying to think, is there a better, really and truly, is there a better overall epic in the game? I think Baltus Druglord may have been one of my very first epics, and I still don't like him. I think it was only maybe last year. There's me, Mr. Rider Dahi. I was here first. I had the name first. He's named after me, not the other way around. But he is an excellent champion, and if he's not already +4, that'll definitely go into +4 because he's a really good champion. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance of removing one random buff from the target. Also has a 10% chance of granting this champion an extra turn. Okay, that books up to a 60% chance and a 20% chance. Okay, even in waves, if you think about some waves when you're playing on auto and you come back 20 minutes later and they're still stuck on auto and somebody has unkillable on them and there's turn meter control and yada and the game never progressed beyond it, that A1 stops all that because it can remove that unkillable or block damage buff and save you all of that hassle. So extremely good there, and the extra turn as well gets him back round to his other skills really quickly because the other skills are really good. It attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing decreased defense, that books to 100% chance, and that's for 2 turns, and grants an extra turn if a 60% decreased defense debuff is placed on all enemies by the skill. So it's a guaranteed extra turn if you have the accuracy to land that. That's a no-brainer, guys. Really good. And then this, he's all about extra turns. He's the Duracell bunny. If Razelverg wasn't in the game, he'd be Duracell Dahi. Places a 50% increased attack buff and and a 50% increase accuracy buff on this champion for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn. Okay, so that's on a 4-turn cooldown. You use it, he buffs up, that becomes a 3-turn cooldown because of the extra turn. He goes in, does this move, lands his decreased defense, gets an extra turn if it's on all enemies, which it should be, and then goes into the A1, and the A1 has a chance, 20% chance of granting an extra turn, by which time you may be able to get back round to these and go again. He's insane. I know Saf done a video with him before, and I think he went like 7 or 8 times on the clan boss in a row before stopping. Tayrell's actually an OG clan boss champion as well. Decreased attack on an A1, big decreased attack as well. Turn meter control on the A3, and then decreased defense on the A2 as well. So for clan boss, back in the day, it was hard to pass Tayrell. He's a really good champion. Very basic kit, but very, very good. Now we have one more to go, guys. One more to go. Captain Tamelia, no. Just no. We won't even go into it. Yeah, that's it. Enough said. Right, I can't look. Did I get it? I didn't. No. He evades me once more. He evades me once more, guys. Signy of the High Shield, she's not up to much at all. Decreased resistance, removing random debuff for all allies, increased res and reflect damage is not bad, but increased resistance is generally just not of a whole lot of use. It is useful though. And then reflect damage, if she's under reflect damage, she has a chance to reflect any debuffs. The chance is too small though, it's only a 20% chance, so you'd want that higher. We do have 5 more ancient shards. Let's do it, guys. See if we can finish on a high. We peaked early. We've Candleguard, we have Hill Nomad. Let's go. Come on. One last chance. This is it. Oh, is he new? I don't recognize him. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit heals this champion by 2% of their max HP. Increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. And a 15% continuous heal on a 4-turn cooldown. And revives an ally with 30% HP and 30% turn meter. Places a 15% continuous heal on the revived ally for... Oh, it's only 1 ally. Whenever a 15% continuous heal buff placed by an ally from the Skinwalkers faction expires, is removed, or is stolen, places a smaller continuous heal on that ally for 1 turn. He's actually quite interesting, guys. I didn't know him. Definitely would probably see some use on the free to play for sure. And Muckstalker. That's it. We've done it, guys. We got 1 legendary out of it. We did, two. I was forgetting. We got 2, guys. So we got Nogdar and we got Herndig, and what did that get us? It got us all the way to the end. So happy days, really happy with that. Happy with this, not so happy with not getting a Torion again. But look it, there's an old blessing, may all your dreams but one come true. So yeah, that's my dream, is to have Otorion. It's always something to chase. Use the link below. That's where I'm going now. I want my free Lego, so that's the only way I'm going to get it, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.